Today we are joined by Alan Niven. Alan is perhaps best known as a manager for Guns N' Roses from 1986 to 1991. He was steering their career as Appetite for Destruction exploded and made the band a worldwide sensation. Of course, the reputation and notoriety of Guns N' Roses is well documented, very well known, so you can imagine what it's like trying to corral those cats. Alan Niven was the man behind it, getting it done. He also managed Great White during the peak of their success, the Once Bitten, Twice Shy era. He was with them during their debut album when they first broke out, and a number of other records. He's also a writer and composer with Great White. We didn't get a chance to touch on some of the other bands that he's managed. He managed Clarence Clemons, the saxophone player for Bruce Springsteen. At one point, when Clarence put out a solo record, he managed the singer Berlin at one time.
Yeah, Terry Nunn is her name.
Yeah,
Berlin is her band. Yeah, and if you're a Top Gun nerd, the hit song "Take Your Breath Away," "Take My Breath Away," I'm getting that one of those is right, was all over the radio, all over that. It was sold the soundtrack, sold the movie, if you ask me. And I was a fair weather fan of Berlin. I actually had one of their records, and they were kind of dark. And we talked to Alan about getting songs on the radio by independent artists, which we didn't even get to talk to him about how now in 2025 is probably a different art than it was in the 80s. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. And I mean, Berlin was all over the place. They had a few hits in and around that, and were, even though short-lived, I feel like will show you the power and drive of if you're under the wing of Alan Niven, he's going to make some things happen. And if they don't happen under his wing, then it probably wasn't going to anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason he's with us today is he just put out a book. It's called Sound and Fury, and it is a great read. Rock and roll stories from Alan Niven. And it's not an autobiography. It doesn't run in chronological order. It's just little snapshots. It's quick and easy, 220 some pages. Each chapter is 3 to 4 to 5 pages. It's so...
which I love that.
I know, yeah. It's easy to pick up and put down. I ended up reading through it in about 2 days because I couldn't put it down. But yeah, lots of crazy Guns N' Roses stories. It's just fascinating to me when you operate at that level. I mean, the money is insane. The touring is insane. The personalities in Guns N' Roses, of course, are all insane. And then Great White, too. Every Great White song you've heard on the radio, every Great White video you saw on MTV, Alan Niven was behind that as well. And he's just a fascinating character. I love his no-holds-barred style. He's very forthcoming, and he doesn't mince words.
Yeah, I feel like there may or may not be a filter in there. But I also feel like he's telling you the truth, but he's also leaving you to question.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, obviously he was an important and key player in, at least a third of your record collection. If you're if you're over 35, you probably have a lot of records he worked on, that he wrote on, that he helped create, the bug that made you go to the record store. He helped create the bug that made you get out of bed, or you heard a song on the radio that he fought to have on the radio that made you go buy the record and buy the concert ticket. And it was just an inspiring moment to have Alan Niven, the legend, on the show today. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan Niven today on the Talk Louder podcast.